4:04 in the morning, and Fins and Tins is back. It's been a little while. I felt I needed to bring it back to where it all began. So I'm heading to Fraser, 7 days solo, taking enough food sort of just to get by, but I'm going to be relying heavily on fish that I catch. Stay tuned over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be sick. I've just arrived at Inskip Point. It's just after 7, and hope I don't get bogged and end up on Facebook. I ended up getting onto the beach at about 7:30, and I just hammered straight up to Waddy Point, which is about 2 hours north of Inskip Point. From there, went for a little fish. I got 2 PB Queenies. The big one I let go, the slightly smaller one I've kept for a bit of a feed and crab pot bait. That's what they're for. And we got the little canoe kayak thing on top, so we're gonna paddle down the creek and put them out this afternoon. One thing I've noticed, I got to Orchid Beach, and now I'm driving west across to Watumba Creek. Last time I was here was last November, and the hectic fires that just ravaged the island were pretty much in their peak, and everywhere that I've driven past now was either on fire or orange and burnt to an absolute crisp. But the crazy thing about the Australian bush is it actually needs fire to reproduce and to grow. And I can't believe, like, not even 12 months on down the track, and it's greener than it was before. Have a look at this. The trees are all still black, but all the vegetation's growing back, all on the ground there, and it's super green. All of this was black and burnt orange, all literally on fire. Like, we were driving past embering logs and actual flames only a year ago. Righto, camp is set up. That means beers are cracked. I'll give you a little tour. Swag raised up on a stretcher. Yeah, I don't fuck with dingoes or snakes. And then the double wings on the awning, little kitchen. This is the camp stove / fireplace with a chimney. You can't have fires on Fraser, so otherwise the place catches a light. And the solar panels here, charging up the battery. That's running the fridge, and I can charge GoPros and different things. Also brought the coffee machine. Yes, I am one of those guys. Anyway, let's go catch some fish and crabs. Yo! This is the Queenie that I caught today. I'm just gonna fillet him up. We'll have the fillet for dinner, and then the Frames crab pot bait. We're gonna turn that into some mud crabs, or sand crabs. I'm easy. Having a problem with my memory cards, but there's a pot there and a pot in there, way in there. Let's check them in the morning, see how we go. Bit of a sunset entree with the queenfish from today. I'm gonna do a little queenfish carpaccio. Carpaccio is Italian. It's a little drizzle of olive oil. I'm gonna do a little Asian twist on it though. A little splash of soy, bit of freshly cracked pepper, and then a squeeze of lime. I'd normally use the zest, but beggars can't be choosers in this situation. And that is an entree with a view. perfect campsite coffee. Alright, I decided to walk to get the pots instead of waiting for high tide to kayak there. Coming up to the first one. There's a crab in there. Yes! Yes! I think it's a Jenny, but we'll have a look. Something really, really cool happened today. I've made friends with Barry. Shout outs to Barry if you're watching this, although I really doubt he is. He's, I think, about 60, a war veteran, absolute legend of a bloke, and he took me out in his boat today to check my pots so I didn't have to paddle or walk to get them. And look, pots were empty, but we were cruising along, and in about a foot of water I saw a mud crab, and I jumped out of the boat, grabbed it, and I brought it home, and I'm about to make chili mud crab for dinner. Singapore chili mud crab. I didn't get any footage of the actual capture of the crab because it was just so rushed and unexpected, and I only had my phone with me. But I took some really cool footage of just cruising along and Barry catching his pots, which were full of crabs. I'll roll that now.
We live in a crap place in the fucking world, don't we? Boys will be impressed. We'll have a fucking fridge full of crabs when they fucking turned up.
So I'm about to cook up some Singapore chili mud crab. Pretty much with what I've got, I can really do a basic version of it, but I've got garlic, onion, chili, like a sweet chili sriracha kind of sauce, and some crushed tomatoes. Probably chuck a little bit of soy in and a bit of lemon juice as well, just to give it a bit of an Asian tang to it. So yeah, keen. I'll show you a bit of the cooking and I'll let you know how it tastes. So in here, garlic, onion and chili. You want to get it to a nice see-through sort of stage like it's at now on a really low heat. And it'll take several minutes, but that's what you want. Effectively, all of the flavours from the garlic, the onion and the chilies like infusing into the oil and coming out of the actual onions, garlic and chili. I'm using this organic one. It's the only one that the shop's had. It's kind of good because it's got like a sweet chili kind of flavour. So I'm going to do heaps of that. Shit, that's a lot. A little bit of soy. Now here all I've got is tinned tomatoes. Make sure they're Italian. Just don't skimp out on the tomatoes. I'm going to add that in. That's going to deglaze the bottom of the pan. Let that sizzle some more, and it's just good to add the crab. Then all you got to do is crack the crab shell a little bit, and then just place it all in. It was too hard to do with one hand, so I didn't film that. But I'm just going to cover that over, simmer it for sort of 15-ish minutes, or just until it looks done. And I'll flip it once as well, so see it on the other side. Makeshift lid, that is a finished product. Now, I know you're probably thinking that is not a full mud crab, but I dropped down some to Barry for taking me out as a thank you. But that is going to go down quite a treat. It's a bit of a weird light for filming right now, but look at that. Amazing. Oh my God. That is one of the best things I've ever eaten. Amazing. Just got up, made a coffee, and this is what I'm looking at right now. Probably doesn't look that nice because it's low tide, but I tell you what, the colours, the birds, it's beautiful. Plan is I'm going to go and check my 2 crab pots, which I put a lot closer to camp because I'm moving spots today. And yeah, hopefully another muddy in there, and we'll punch up the Cape, and that's where we are for the next 4 days. All right, off to check the first pot. Oh, it's completely out of the water. That's a good start. Now I'm packing them up and taking them home, so I'll leave my bucket and everything here, or my milk crate rather. Oh yeah, Jenny and small buck. Okay. Missing a claw too, poor little bastard. Alright, there's the other one. There's definitely a crab in it. A couple of crabs. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes! 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 Oh, that's a buck. The big one's a buck. Oh my god. Oh my god. A couple of small ones, but that big one is 100% a buck. He's huge. He is legal. He is more than legal. He's fucking massive. Alright. Alright. You are all going back except for that big one. Big blue claws. You come close, but you can go back, buddy. I'm only going to take this big bloody thing. Yep. Buddy. I'm going to throw out my bait and clean the pots up. Mission accomplished. Righto guys, thanks for watching part 1 of my Fraser trip. Make sure you subscribe, episode 2 will be coming soon. In this one, I drive back across to the eastern side of the island and pass through the famous Nagala rocks. There's a ton of fishing action and some epic drone footage. If you're new to the channel, hit one of these thumbnails, grab a cold beer, and watch one of our old videos. Hope you enjoy.